have said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started.
Oh, see.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
All right.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at the conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like, both these squads are really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
And you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watch the film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant now. Everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season in the first part of the season. Now getting to the middle of the season, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The LSU Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nice job to pick up the first down and now spot it.
Yes, sir. We are catching the
They're
ball.
going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside.
And that's out.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play. The linebacker able to make the stop.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilmore. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Run in the red zone, it's Wilcox. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Johnson wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's
I can't believe we made that.
Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
3-0 is good.
Aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout in front, stuff in the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-on-1. Stop the run first.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick release by the QB. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
We are playing really hard right now.
Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Running to the left. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll do it himself. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard. They get through and it's blocked.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, looky, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuck.
We got the toughest game I ever seen.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Leaves it with the running back. Just ran over it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Johnson looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he's so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have a threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at
And that's LSU for you.
touchdown Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Johnson wants to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run.
They made it a sack.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation, the 1-yard
Oh, they already know what they're going to do.
So many guys, Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Setting up the screen. And the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
What a game, guys.
And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Makes the catch. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message.
What's the point calling timeout? You're going to do that. Uh-oh. My bad.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't find a receiver.
We thought you were running.
Quarterback, a sack to punctuate this first half. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for Will. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Vaughn. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback and have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They'll leave it with him. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides to back and leaves it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're working that left side. Touchdown by
We were expecting a run.
And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete.
Well, that would have been really bad.
Find anybody open. Behind the chains now on second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4 downs cut. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line.
They're trying to win.
On the return.
We gotta wake up.
Run the offense out onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field.
Oh, hell.
Seam wide open. Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Hard running there. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
We didn't shut this team down.
See if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down.
Really?
Behind the line, it's Parker. He's brought down.
But now they're stepping out.
Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll be out of bounds. He'll mark it at the 24. Inside the 25. He'll snap it from the 24. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 1st and goal for the offense. Motion from the back. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Good job, Edwards. True freshman.
Keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd.
That's not bad.
After putting up
This is an awesome game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right out. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags in the 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so on.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kentucky will be forced to punt. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback.
If we can stop them, we lost.
The RPO, it's
That was a...
And the Tigers with myriad
Oh,
options after that big pickup on first down.
We took him out again.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Russell. Just a short pass to the Tigers.
Yeah!
Boy, is he close to that first down.
That's just
Maybe
enough,
just
guys.
a couple of inches short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Yeah.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on
Oh, yeah,
second
no.
down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Most important part of the clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Russell. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break.
Let's go, Russell.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown. And he takes it.
Russell!
Touchdown, Kentucky! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 15 to Tulsa. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was fortunate not to
Very
lose
nice.
yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. There comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
They got blocked.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's the handoff. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like,
Alright, that was bad.
They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. It's caught downfield.
He is catching passes, though.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And it's a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to. Looking for the end zone. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Oh, we could have caught that.
Find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got an open man, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself over on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 15.
How so?
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Back to throw, it's Russell. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And now with that play for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those yards back in the attack.
They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Good vision and determination there to find his way.
All right, if we catch this, it's over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down.
Which we did not.
Intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make
One timeout, though.
around the 35.
One turnover or whatever.
The 36.
It's over.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's ball. He snagged him, and he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move, trying to get the late score. And the Tigers come to the line with a set of downs. They just keep firing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Oh, good pick
And the
off.
DB right with him to knock it away.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to distribute the ball.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If we can stop that.
To the line and get set. On 4th down, going to the air.
There we go. 3-1.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that.